Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Federal government unveils framework for $1 trillion economy, financial inclusion. Senate scores federal government law on 2024 budget performance. Second Engineer Lanre Shagaya annual lecture. NSC urged to prioritize sustainable energy solutions. FRS urged states to prepare for tax reforms. Senate passes NCDC bill. Southeast leader step up moves to free Nnamdi Kanu. Public corruption, bane of development in Nigeria, EFCC boss says. And on sport, Ten Hag signs new Man United deal until 2026. Now the news in details. The federal government has launched a new initiative to establish an operating model and framework for economic and financial inclusion, aiming to transform Nigeria into a $1 trillion economy by 2030. The project is designed to combat poverty and catalyze sustainable economic growth from the ground up. Vice President Kashim Shettima, according to a statement by Special Assistant on Media and Communications, Stanley Owakocha, made this known on Wednesday at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Shettima said the initiative symbolizes the commitment of President Bola Tinubu administration to enhancing financial and economic inclusion across Nigeria. The Senate has called the executive law in the implementation of the capital component of the 2024 budget, saying there is a need for the government to get ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government to implement the budget. The Senate on Wednesday also asked the federal government to intensify efforts in funding the capital component of the free national budget, which are running concurrently in the country. The president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Margaret Aina, represented by the North Central Vice Chairman, Engineer J.S. Adebayo, has called for urgent need for sustainable and reliable energy solutions to Nigeria as the nation faces critical juncture. Speaking on Thursday at the second Engineer Lanre Shagaya annual distinguished lecture held in Ilorin, she emphasized the need for purposeful impact on the nation and leave a legacy of progress and prosperity for future generations. The Speaker and President of the Nigerian Academy of Science, Engineer Professor Abubakar Sani Zambo, while delivering on the theme, harnessing the energy resources of Nigeria, a panacea for sustainable development of the nation, said the engineers are working unanimously to achieve sustainable development in the country. The honoree, Engineer Lanre Shagaya, appreciated the members of the NSC while calling for collaborative efforts in the quest for sustainable development in Nigeria. In his goodwill message, the chairman of NSC Ilorin chapter, Engineer Taiwo Isa Olashewu, appreciated the Harmony engineers, the Spouse Forum, others for the golden opportunities. The event was well attended by royal fathers, traditional rulers, members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, among others. The chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zach Adedeji, has urged state government to brace up for the tax reforms about to be released. Adedeji emphasized the importance of a robust internal generated revenue system at the 155th meeting of the Joint Tax Board in Sileja, Niger State. He honored the state government on the need to optimize revenue collection for socio-economic and human development. The Senate on Thursday passed the North Central Development Commission bill. The upper chamber passed the bill after considering the report of its Committee on Special Duties, presented by its chairman, Senator Kaka Shehu. The bill also was sponsored by the senator representing Benue South Senatorial District. Igbo leaders have sustained their pressure on the federal government for the release of embattled leader of the Independent Peoples of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, with a visit to the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi's son, in Abuja. Senators from the Southeast, number 15, led by former Abia State Deputy Governor, Senator Abarabi, met with the AGF to plead with President Bola Tinubu for Kanu's release. Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Olukoyede, has described public corruption as the bane of development in Nigeria. Olukoyede said this in Abuja while receiving the management team of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, led by its chairman. He said the public corruption ranked as the biggest cause of corruption in the country. Added that Nigeria will fare better than many countries of the world if public corruption is taken out of the polity. The last on the news is sport. Manchester United have triggered a one-year extension in Eric Ten Hag's contract to keep him at the club until 2026. The Dutchman's previous deal, which he signed when he was appointed in 2022, was due to expire in 2025. Ten Hag, who joined United from Ajax, has won 2 trophies in 2 years at Old Trafford. And that'll be all on Justeventonline News at 9. Here's the recap of that story. Federal government unveils framework for $1 trillion economy and financial inclusion. Senate calls federal government law on 2024 budget performance. Second Engineer Lanre Shagaya annual lecture. NSA also prioritize sustainable energy solutions. FRS urged states to prepare for tax reforms. Senate passes NCDC bill. Southeast leaders step up moves to free Nnamdi Kanu. Public corruption, a bane of development in Nigeria. Ten Hag signs new Man United deal until 2026. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, what is worth doing is worth doing well. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Good night.